I could probably embed them in the spine of a dragon, and I think that would work. But these I'm mostly planning to use for crystal grids, and it'll probably be one to dispel negativity, because like I said, the black crystals are really excellent at doing that. Okay, so that is Shungut. Okay. Next, we have lovely orange carnelian. Oh, and also the black crystals are generally really good for helping to balance the root chakra, which is the chakra that is at the base of our spine. This one, carnelian, is good for the next chakra up, which is the sacral chakra. I also, so it's good, in my experience, for creativity and anything else associated with the sacral chakra. This one is lovely too, and some of these I think are big enough to use with crystal grids, like maybe something like that size. But this also has some smaller crystals in it, which would work with my crafting, embedding into the hide or body of a dragon. And sometime in the near future, I will show some of my dragons that I've created. So that is carnelian. It really is a lovely stone. I'll also be sharing in a future video my larger crystal collection, so you can see a better example of some of these stones. Okay. Next, we have Garnet. And this one looks, I think this is Garnet. Let me make sure. Let me pour it out and make sure. Yes, it's Garnet. It looks almost black, but it's actually a very deep red. And it is also good for the root chakra, or associated with the root chakra, I should say. And you can see it almost looks black, but it does have, you can see the red color in it too. And these I will be using in crystal grids because they're large enough to actually do that. I mean, you really could use any size crystal for a crystal grid, but and it also depends on the space that you have to make one. If you have a smaller space, then the smaller crystals would work better, of course. And these are smaller, but I mean, you could use, I truly believe you could use any size crystal. And anyway, that one is Garnet. Again, another one with the root chakra. This is beautiful hematite. Another one with the root chakra. I appear to be drawn to crystals that are associated with that first chakra. Come on out there. And this one the smaller stones are as metallic, but hematite does have metallic properties. There are necklaces and bracelets and rings too, that will attract each other and adhere to each other magnetically. That's not magnetic, not metallic. So it has a magnetic property to it. And this one is also root chakra. And those are big enough to use in a crystal grid. So I'll be using them for that. Like I said, most of these are going to be used in crystal grids, and some of the smaller ones can be used for crafting as well. Okay. What's next? Oh, this is black tourmaline, and I should have two of these. There's one. I've already used some of the crystals in this little bag to embed into the hide of some of my dragons. I did a fire dragon. It was colors. It had a red body with orange and yellow accents, and I embedded some of these crystals into the hide of the dragon, sort of to look like lava rocks. But anyway, let's put this one here, and then I'm gonna take this one out. So this one, these I most likely won't use in a grid, but more for crafting because they're very small. And you can tell from the sound they make when they come out, they're much smaller. But this is one of my favorite stones, black tourmaline, and I shared, I'm gonna get it right now. These are the smaller stones. This is the larger one that I have that I'm going to use in the center of a crystal grid. And it's tumbled, and it's just... I don't know. I love this stone. It is absolutely gorgeous. I don't think most of the black tourmaline that I have, I've got a few pieces, not too many, but is not tumbled, and this is tumbled, so it's smoother to the touch. Every other black tourmaline that I have, though, is not tumbled, so it's kind of, you can break it apart a little easier, and it doesn't have as smooth a feel to it. But I love that stone. And that one also is a black stone, and they're generally associated with the lower chakras, such as the root chakra. Oh, beautiful tiger's eye. This one is associated with for me, with the solar plexus chakra. I believe I've also heard it associated with the other two lower chakras too, the sacral and root chakra, but I mostly use this one for the solar plexus chakra. Let's see here if I can pick one up. Maybe not. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Gotcha. That is tiger's eye. And it's just such a beautiful golden brown. It just shimmers. And it's always very shiny and almost luminescent for a darker stone. It's really beautiful. I love it. Good for protection. So I'll probably use this in some sort of grid for protection, whether it's use it for just yet. It is a beautiful lavender color, which I generally associate with the upper chakras, such as the third eye and crown chakra. Probably more the third eye because of the color, but it really is pretty. And it's probably going to be hard to see in this light because it's a very light color. Let's see if I can. I'm going to cheat and pick one up with my hand. Wait, how about that one? That one's a little bit bigger. Oh, I guess you don't want to go in the tweezers, do you there, buddy? It almost looks white or clear in this light, but it is a beautiful purple, light purple lavender color. And as I said, I generally associate these colors like this one, and amethyst and other purple stones with the third eye chakra. So I'll probably be using this in something to do with dreams or intuition, some kind of grid associated with that. But I was very excited to get this because I don't know, for some reason I've had a hard time finding this in town, and I didn't really want to order it online because you never know what you're going to get, what size you're going to get if you order stones on the internet. Okay, so that is kunzite. Here's another lovely one that's almost the same color. It's a little bit lighter. It looks like a cross between, it looks like a combination of, if you mixed amethyst, rose quartz, and clear quartz together. So it's a little bit lighter than kunzite and more of a pinkish color, but still along the same lines. So this one, oh, you know what? These two could probably, kunzite and this is morganite, they could probably be used for the heart chakra as well because they almost have that pink color. And pink and green are the colors associated with the heart chakra. So these could probably be used for something, a grid. For maybe opening yourself up to love and compassion. And you can see, well, you can't really see that one's a good bit lighter. Not a good bit lighter, but light enough that you can notice it. And I do have some in here that are large enough to use in grids, and there are some smaller ones that are definitely more suited to embedding in the polymer clay that I use to make my dragons. So when I do elemental dragons, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to use this for. It'll probably be a purple dragon with some white accents, and this embedded somewhere on the hide. Maybe a pink dragon, I don't know. We'll see. That's morganite. I'm not going to pull this one out. This is clear quartz. I don't think anybody... Well, you know what? I will pull it out just to show because I said... Okay. Clear quartz. I don't think there's anybody who's ever seen a crystal who doesn't know what this looks like. And these are small enough that I can use, well, there's some in here that might be larger, that I can use in a crystal grid, but it'll just be as an amplifying stone, not like a main stone. And then there are some in there that are small enough associated with the upper chakra's third eye and crown. Because of its color, especially crown, I would think, because most of the clear or white stones, I would say, are more associated with that particular chakra, crown chakra, which is at the top of your head. Let's see what we got next here. This one is moss agate or tree agate. And because of its green color, I associate it mostly with the heart chakra. But I have a feeling because of the name moss agate, tree agate, it could probably be associated with the root chakra as well. Now, I'm not sure about that, but because of the name tree and moss agate, I think of roots, and that makes me think of the root chakra. So let me see if I can get one of these up so you can... It's green and white and has darker colors mixed in, darker greens, and I guess black as well. I do see some black in these, so just like you would expect in moss or a tree, those kind of colors. Okay, so that is, I'm pretty sure it's tree agate or moss agate. They're very similar. And these could be, I'll definitely use in a crystal grid. I think they're too big. Well, some of them I could use for dragons, but anyway, that's that one. Let's see what we've got next. Okay, I know there's two more black ones in here. One is jet and one is obsidian. I'm pretty sure this one is jet and this one is obsidian. But I'm not absolutely positive. Let's see. Let's see what this one looks like. And again, these are black stones. These are both black stones, so associated with the root chakra and anything to do with that. The root chakra is, it's one that's associated with survival instinct, grounding, and just a general sense of well-being, safety. Okay, I think this one is obsidian. I'll find out for sure though before I do any gridding with these. Alright, that one is obsidian. Pretty sure. And that means this one is jet. It's a little bit, it's darker and a little bit shinier than the other one. So I think this one is jet. It's perfect size to use in gridding, so I don't know that that one will be used in crafting, but that's okay. I need good crystals like that for grids. Okay, again, root chakra. Alright, next one. This is Howlite. This one is a white with black or gray striations or veins throughout its reality and control what happens in the dream instead of the dream controlling you. So that is something that I've had. I don't know if anyone has ever had a lucid dream, but I've had a couple, and it is absolutely amazing. And I've heard, I know there are some people who can do that every night when they go to sleep, and I am so jealous of those people, because it would be like having a vacation every time you go to sleep if you want that. I imagine people that can control their dreams like that are very balanced and probably a little bit happier. I could be wrong. And often am wrong. Okay, this one is sunstone. I love this stone. It's the larger pieces that I've seen, and I think I've got one or two larger sunstone crystals. This one I associate with the sacral and solar plexus chakras. Orange is the main color for the sacral chakra, and yellow for the solar plexus chakra. This one is sort of a cross. Well, it's just a very happy stone. It's a very happy looking stone. Or a happy color, I guess. I associate it with a happy color. And it's, I don't know, I guess it could be used for, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use this one for, but it's probably going to be something to bring more joy and possibly abundance. But I think mostly joy, something for happiness and balance. If I have a bigger piece of it that I'm not using already, I'll probably put that in the center of the grid and then have the stone and possibly carnelian or citrine spiraling out from it, maybe in a spiral, just going out. I'll have to look and see what exactly I want to do with that, but it's going to be something to do with joy, I'm pretty sure. This, oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite stones of all time. This is moonstone, and I absolutely adore it. I adore it. It's also one of my birthstones for Cancer. July, the moon, ruled by the moon. I pretty much am. But this is just, it's all shades of awesome. I've seen it where it's opalescent, but it's got a very, it's got a translucent quality, and it comes in many shades and colors. Mostly grays and some pinks and orange with white striations. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful stone. And this one is also associated with the upper chakras. I would say third eye and crown. I've heard it used with both. So the third eye is between your brows, and crown is the top of the head. I love this stone. Absolutely love it. I have a ring and a couple of pendants with this stone in it as well. Okay. So that is moonstone. Beautiful, beautiful moonstone. I'm just going to go ahead and pull out the last two. Alright, this one is Malachite. It's sort of it's a green color, but I'm trying to decide. darker green color, but it does have some bright green within it, and also black veins or darker veins throughout. And the reason I bought this one, these are large enough that I'm probably going to use all in crystal grids. But the reason I got this one is it's supposed to be good for helping with blood sugar. And I'm working on controlling my blood sugar. I am a type 2 diabetic, so got some issues with that, but this one is supposed to help with blood sugar and I think metabolism as well. I'm not positive about that. But this one is green, so I would associate it with the heart chakra. And it is very pretty. Of course, I say that about every crystal. It's so pretty. Look at how shiny. It's so pretty. Okay. So that is malachite. Okay. And the last one that I have in here is angelite. And this one, okay, because of the name angelite, I associate it with all of the upper chakras. Throat, which is in your throat, third eye between your brow, and crown, which is the top of the head. And but so for communication, intuition, and messages from spirit guides, which could also be the same thing as communication, but that would be more with the crown chakra. So that's angelite. It is really, it's a lovely light blue color, and just, I don't know, it's very pretty. I have some larger ones of this too, and I'm going to show you in just a second a crystal grid that I've created that has this particular stone, larger specimens in it. Let me go ahead and put these back in here, back in their little container first, and then we'll look at the crystal grid. Let's see if I can do this a little bit better here. And I'm really looking forward to working with all these stones. This is going to be okay. That I'll move off to the side, as well as this. And then let me take a sip of my drink. Any more? Okay. Now, I'm probably going to have to straighten this out some because it's moved around a bit, but this is a crystal grid, and I usually keep them in these little wooden boxes, or they're not really boxes, but I got, these are supposed to be used for painting on the other side and then hanging on your wall, like for acrylic paintings, oil paintings, whatever. You can paint on the one side or even the inside and hang them up, but I thought they were perfect for holding crystal grids, like especially if you don't have a lot of space. you can arrange this and also keep them in place. So this one has a beautiful, absolutely beautiful specimen of angel aura quartz. And you can't see it in this light, but this thing has got rainbow colors all around. And then I'll just show you these. Wow. Got them. The blue stones. This is angelite. These are the tumbled angelite. And then rough, untumbled angelite. The clear ones around it are damburite. And then the rays coming off of it are selenite. So all of these work to help connect you with your spirit guides, to receive messages and any sort of guidance. I generally feel like messages come to us in dreams, so I keep this next to my bed and hope that my spirit guides are getting through my thick skull and giving me answers and helping to guide me along my path in life. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I'll probably be doing a crystal grid in a video in the near future.